What did you learn? I know. Why is he laughing there?
Government.
I know government. I know government. What did you learn?
Workbook. How to do workbook. How to create workbook.
How to create workbook?
Workbook is part of the
Allocation.
Huh?
Budget allocation.
Like macam
Budget allocation. Budget allocation is not public sector accounting what?
But workbook sir.
Workbook.
Workbook. VODE. Workbook.
Public sector accounting
for the government
for the
to do
government.
their accounting calculation and everything.
Regarding the budget
Tapi
allocation.
memang pening sikit.
I don't know. I thought you were studying IPSAS.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that's also the-
No, IPSAS accounting means you have done the accounting like okay, how does government department account for PPE? How does government department? How does JKR account for the road? How does JKR account? Tak belajar.
They just part of the chapter je. Not
Well,
the
actually that's supposed to be the big one lah. You know, how does JKR account for the accounting of building and all that, because that's big. That's the big one. Okay, never mind. You're learning something else lah. You're learning how to do budget, is it?
Like government budgeting.
Budgeting itu kecil, senang aja kan?
They don't have it.
You tak ada lagi?
Already took it last semester.
Already.
Sama kan?
Huh?
Sama aja kan?
Like different lecture.
Different lecture.
You siapa?
So Makno.
Oh, Mr. Makna. What did he teach you? IPSAS lah.
Yeah.
He taught you IPSAS accounting.
Theory just
Not very detailed on that part. Basically, he tested us more to theory.
Theoretical part.
Yeah.
Not the.
Interesting. I would have expected you, my general expectation as a director of a company is if you finish this, I expect you to know that.
Oh, the exercise.
As a director of a company, like, because I have my own company, and if I look at the staff coming in and say they have done public sector accounting, first thing I'll ask you, do you know IPSAS? And do you know how to handle it? Because there's a lot of consulting jobs that come from that side. So if you don't know, then there's no value. Because your public sector accounting near zero already. Because everybody asks about IPSAS accounting, how to account for grants lah, how to account for, let's say, you know, the government went and did a JV to build the rumah what?
Oh, cost rendah.
Rumah kos rendah and all that. The government give the land and all that. How do you account for it in the government's book?
They were as well. They would put
That's not part of it. That's your accounts. Your debit credit apa?
Oh,
There is all debit credit. It's simple. Debit credit. Do you know how to debit credit? What's the accounting standard for it? That's what I would expect you to know lah. Looks like there's a huge gap lah. Okay, never mind.
And then accounting theory.
Accounting theory practice lah. That one I don't want to touch. Did you learn positive accounting theory? Positive accounting theory?
Positive choice.
Okay.
Integrative accounting.
No, positive accounting theory is different.
Oh,
That's not the same. Positive accounting theory. Hold on. Huh?
As a director of the company, did you do some creative accounting?
Of course. I've been doing creative accounting. Look, I've been doing creative accounting since I started work. We've been doing creative accounting from the day we started work.
Learn from someone or
Learn now, of course you have to learn from someone lah. Your boss will tell you, hey, I want you to reduce profit from 3 million to loss of 100,000. Now reduce. Now reduce. You cannot say, I don't know. Reduce, you have to figure it out.
Legal and ethical.
Of course it's illegal and unethical. You live in Malaysia, man. Where do you think you live in? Okay, let me just skim through again. So, I've already put the video for unit trust, REIT, and group relief. Okay, group relief should be able to be finishing quite fast, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. I finally solved this problem already, my problem. This is so happy for me. I can keep two screens. This is two screens. This is not a pad, this is not anything, this is just a screen, a monitor. That's why it's like so many wires coming out. Okay, let's move into. I just want to walk you through what I put inside, and I hope you can finish it before next Monday. Before next Monday, okay? If you can finish it by next Monday, then I think you should then, because I won't do too much past year questions on those areas. Certain area only I'm doing a lot more past year question, which is the capital allowance. Okay, I repeat again, I'll be doing capital allowance a lot more, and I'll be doing personal tax and corporate tax. These are the areas I'll practice more in the next class.
Nanti sir can touch can nak level expenses dengan.
Okay, hold on. So this one, this part, I already told you, this one all quite important, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so make sure you run through. This one's the knowledge part for unit trust, so make sure you run through the unit trust knowledge. Okay? And this is the read part. Are you clear?
Yes.
Okay. By the way, how hard I mark you is based on your attendance. How hard I mark you is based on your attendance. Whether I give you mercy mark or I don't give you any mark. Let's say you got something wrong. Whether I check your calculation or not is actually based on your attendance. If your attendance is weak, I give you 0. If your attendance is good, I might give you half, even though you're wrong. Got it?
Yes.
Oh, dah nak biasa lah.
Basically, attendance got effect. It's correct. It doesn't zero weight. It got weight. So when you make a mistake, whether or not I give you chance is dependent on I look at your attendance.
Okay, sir.
Make sense? So don't worry. If you have attended, there is carry forward for you in terms of how lenient I mark you. Okay, so I say like you've attended. Okay, fine. I'm a bit more lenient on you. So the wrong also I push up. The rest, those who don't attend always ponting one, wrong is 0. Make sense? Okay. Right. So that's over here. Read. Okay. Finish up this two. I don't think it's very long. I think group is only about less than 1 hour. Less than 1 hour can finish. And read, I think you can finish in. Read, I suggest you skim through everything. Go through the whole thing. But when you come here, you pay more attention. Are you clear now? This part. That,
Starting from
I think you better go through the unit holder and all that, like how to treat
go
the unit
through,
holder.
but focus on the competition.
Yeah, this whole thing, the whole
This
thing,
will, okay.
the whole thing.
Rule
But
5.
it's important for you to run through this one also.
Alright.
I don't think it's a lot. You look at the timing, is not very tedious. I kind of broke it up so that it's not so tedious for you, so that you can just take bite by bite. You just understand that, you're okay, tick, then you move on. You don't understand, you just watch it again until you're okay. Does that make sense? So I kind of kept it small size for you. Okay? Not like the before one, 3 hours.
This one revision, right, sir?
This is the
Or
knowledge.
lecture.
Knowledge. This is the
Knowledge.
knowledge that you need to pass the exam. So let me remind you, the knowledge is based here. Whether you answer the requirement correctly is your skill. Maybe you misunderstand the requirement, you might get 0. I repeat that, a lot of times students fail is not because they get it wrong, they didn't read the question properly. So question asks for A, you answer B. Then too bad lah, I can't do much already lah. You're already near 0 already lah. Okay. So that's this part, so I'm not going to go through this one too much. Okay, so last class I think I stopped, I said incentives we finished already, right? So incentive, I told you what are the incentive coming up already, right?
Yes.
I said
No binding.
ITA,
MYTAX.
RA, MITC, AE, and SIE. Correct? I said no pioneer and no R&D also. Okay? But I told you be careful with double deduction for R&D, and this one because it can come out here. No, it can come out in the Are you okay this one? So in that sense, it can come out. Okay, are you all okay? Can So R&D and brand promotion and export. Remember export promotion. You can get questions that ask you about double deductions. So you must know how to treat double deduction. Okay. One of the questions I was asked today is, you know, the EPF. What's the limit for EPF?
20%.
20%.
Okay, deductibility. This is very important, deductibility of expenses. You must know how to deduct interest expenses. You must know how to treat interest expense. We did go through interest income and interest expense, correct? So you need to know that one specifically because you can creep into the corporation tax question. Creep in, whether allowed or not allowed. Can okay? Then you also need to know how to treat the rental expenses, rental income and expenses. Can? So that could be a question that asks you whether or not you have the rental expenses, can deduct or cannot deduct. So be careful with deductibility of expenses. Okay, now I'm going to jump into, now I'm just going to move into question 1 already, which is this one. Because these two areas, 3 areas I haven't covered in detail yet. CA I covered already, correct?
Yes.
CA I've given you questions and IBA and all that, and there are some questions in the system already. I told you to mark those. Mark those CA questions and finish them off. Are you clear? So the one that's a bit more pending is the personal tax and the corporate tax questions. Okay, these are the 2 pending areas. And since this one is, you know, total 40 marks, it's a lot of marks. And in this one, I'll tell you, majority is
Calculation and explanation.
there's still some explanation with that.
Oh.
Not that there is no. So I can ask you. Remember, I already said chapter 1 knowledge is inside there. Remember chapter 1? Chapter 1 of your textbook, your notes, class notes. You better really make sure chapter 1 is properly summarized, proper. RPGT is properly summarized, correct? So there are certain chapters you have to summarize and carry in your notes. You don't need to summarize every chapter. So that's telling you what you need to simplify.
Okay.
Okay? How to simplify? My suggestion is, I'm letting you print out your own notes and all that. Up to you. You want to print out. My suggestion is create. You know how to create a small notes, right? Cheat sheets. Okay, three column and then small and then make it. It is very important you learn how to do this now. You learn how to do the cheat sheets now because the cheat sheets is what you're going to do in your CPA exams. So developing good cheat sheets is very critical skill in CPA exams. Make sense? Maybe you didn't do this in your CPA exams. You went in with index only, which is not a really good idea. A cheat sheet would have been a better idea. So developing cheat sheets is your key skill in this paper. So I already tell you which chapter. Once you get the skill of developing cheat sheets, all CPA paper become easier. So it's about passing CPA exams also. So you need to learn how to do your cheat sheet. You don't do a proper cheat sheet for MYTAX, you will know that your results will pull down. If your cheat sheets are good, you will pull up. Can? Okay, so you sure you know how to develop cheat sheets? Go online and search, right?
Yes.
Column, 3 columns, small. So I'm letting you, no need to write. You can use your computer, type everything out, organize, print it out, no problem. Okay? You also need to print out the MYTAX schedules. Okay, I will send you the schedules. I'll say these are the schedules you can print out. I'll send it by WhatsApp to you. Okay? Okay, right. Let's look at your paper. Let's look at the revision questions. Okay, we're going to look at this set of questions here. Can you see this one? Can you see this one? Yes, no?
Yes.
Can, huh? Okay, let's look at this one, guys. Okay, I'm going to walk you through these questions. The questions that we're going to look at are mostly going to be focusing on the sales and service tax. I'm going to let you go through, read through, okay? That one because you're already preparing for sales and service tax, and you may want to run through this because it's double benefit, yes or not? You're already preparing for your exam. Did Mr. Mano give you questions or indication of the chapter?
Yes, he gave lots of questions.
And some of these questions should be the same. You double check and see. Should be.
Ada yang sama.
Ada kan?
Lebih kurang lah.
Lebih kurang kan? So it shouldn't run too much. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. So partnership tak payah. But this one, yeah lah, you know, deduction of expense, yes. Okay, duly employment, but I'm gonna go to this one first. Can we go to, where is it? Company tax. So we're looking at this one here, question 71. Yeah, let's go to question 71. Let's go to question 71, guys. Now, I need you to be clear that you don't need to quote any kind of law in the paper. Okay, it is not a necessary thing to write a law out in the paper. Got it? Okay, we go to question 71. Okay, let's look at it. So these are kind of theory questions that you can get. Kind of theory questions you can get. Can you find it, guys? Are you all there? Yes, no?
Tax regime. Okay. Yep.
Okay, are you all there?
Yes.
Okay, following scenario relates to requirement A1 and A2. The company is considered to be a tax resident and the management and control of its business is exercised in Malaysia. Explain what is meant by management and control. State the tax significance of establishing the resident status of the company. Okay, so part A answer. You all found the question or not?
Yep.
All found it? Yes, no? You know where I found the question, right? Anybody don't know where I found it? Sam? Yes, no? Okay. You know where is it? Anyone here lost? You know where it is?
Yes, yes.
All okay? Because sometimes I find out some people don't know what was in the system. Like for example, the message I sent to you, WhatsApp, I said there is a class next Monday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Then I still get a question. Hey, but Monday is a public holiday. Yes. That's why it's 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Because or not, normally you have a class. Right? Normally you're like, I got other class. I cannot come. I got classes. Okay, right. Let's go through this. So let's look at this part. What is the meaning of management and control? What's the meaning of the word management and control?
Control.
That's my book.
So meaning we can put in the cheat notes.
Yeah, you can put it in the cheat notes. Obviously, you can put it in the cheat notes. That's not a problem. That's already chapter 1. I already tell you it's in chapter 1. Management and control basically means what are you going to say? Well, you can write like this. Don't worry, the answer you can write like this. The way I write the answer is the way you write the answer. Fair enough? I don't expect you to write differently because there is a slight difference between the degree paper and the professional papers that you are allowed to use bullet points and all that, correct? Unless there's a format requirement. unless there's a format requirement. So writing like this is okay. Okay. The point, the location where the directors make, what is that? Their decisions. Got it? Follow, huh? Does that make sense? Okay, that's management control. Then why is it significance? Number 2. Why is it significant, guys?
The word tax rate.
Well,
Tax rate, basically.
location and corporation is ignored, huh? Can? What are the benefits?
Lower tax rate, vacate, incentive.
So the first one is the tax rates. Tax rates are going to be what?
25.
Non-resident
50.
is
50.
company is taxed at how many percent? How many percent?
24% for company.
Ah, not 30%. 30% is for individual.
Confusing.
Ah. So you got withholding tax. What about withholding tax? Are you okay this part? Foreign source income. Non-resident? This one will be subject to can.
Ni dia punya disadvantage saja.
Like advantage, disadvantage. It's like a mix. Okay guys, that's about this issue. Okay?
So, what is the rest?
Hmm? Okay, you done with this part? You know why we had to touch this question, right? Because of the FSI part lah. Remember FSI is being examined this time.
Foreign source income.
Yeah, just be aware that when I write the answer, it overwrites whatever answer in the system. The book. Simple reason is the book that you have, the answer that you have is outdated. Even though 1 year is outdated. You get the tax is always changing. Okay, so this is answer as per now. Follow? Can Okay, can I move on? Okay, let's move on. What's the next part? Read the next part. Okay, have a look at this part. Complex Limited, a foreign investment holding company. Foreign investment holding company has investment in Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia. All investments and finances of the company are managed and controlled in Hong Kong, except for the board director meetings which are held in Penang on 28 October. Where important decisions are made. Okay, what's the question asking you? Whether it is tax assessed in Malaysia for year of assessment 2022. Answer yes, no.
Yes.
Yes, because management and
Why?
management and control, because they make the issue in Malaysia.
That's all. The answer is very straightforward. Well, the answer is something like this. Yes, they are resident in Malaysia for year of assessment 2022 because they are investment holding company and their main activity is investing and financing. Board met in Penang. What did they meet for? Policy decision. Policy Are you okay, Nispan? Clear? Make sense? Got it, Okay, next question. I want you to go to question 77. It's not so hard, right?
Yes,
Go to
straightforward.
77.
77.
Type of questions you get in the exam.
Asia Plus.
Asia Plus semua
Asia
tak?
Plus. Corporate tax.
This is corporate tax questions that you get in the exam. Got it? So it's kind of important you make small notes about what is deductible and treatment of the item for tax calculation. Is it a plus? Is it a minus? Is it zero? What is it? Are you clear now? That one you should make a small note and keep. Alright?
Really focusing on allowable and non-allowable.
Yeah, basically deductible, non-deductible, and so
deductible.
forth. Okay? So in this case, Asia Plus Nabats engaged in manufacture of tires. Company profit and loss for the year end 30th September shows follows. You got sales, you got cost of sales, you got gross profit, all the expenses here. They have a few expenses and they're given a note, which is exactly how you get in your exam. Okay, and then there's a profit before tax. Then they give you the note. Okay, now the note itself, like sales include unrealized gain for foreign exchange in respect of sale of tire amounting to 40,000. Now, the word unrealized gain can deduct or cannot deduct?
Unrealized.
Cannot, sir.
Is it sales or not? So what you must do, add or minus back. That's the question mark. Now notice this part, it is a sales. So what do you do with the unrealized gain? You add back or you minus? This is important
Minus.
to your
Add back.
PPT. Your profit before tax, you
Let's get from
read the sentence properly.
Add back, sir.
Okay, that's where you get 0 marks.
Tak payah
This,
mark.
you understand it's sales.
Minus.
It's a minus.
Not taxable.
Unrealized gain is not keyword. Unrealized gain is not
Taxable.
taxable. So the unrealized gain dah masuk dah profit. So you must now minus it out. What?
Minus.
Are you clear or not clear?
Yes.
So when you make a judgment error of plus, and this question is like 1 mark, one number is 1 mark. You put it negative, positive, wrong, out, 0. Are you clear now? 0. Whether I mark you the number you treat properly, but the number is given already, so I can't do much already. Are you clear now? So the mark is 0 already. This is like yes, no answer. Understand? Huh? I can only be lenient on your written answers. I cannot be lenient on your calculation answers, especially this one. That's why this question most people fail. I repeat that the past 2 sittings of the internal exams mess up to the maximum. Everybody messes up. Because why? Silap simbol.
Jadi kalau salah satu semua salah.
No. Each one is like 1 by 1.
Like one notes, one.
1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark. So when I mark, it's like I just check whether you got the symbol correct or not, and the number correct. If the number got calculation, then the number will carry more mark. That means even symbol wrong still can get mark for number. But the number is just like this, you must get it correct to get 1 mark.
So if it is like deductible but we put nil.
Kosong.
So,
Kosong lah.
yang kena letak nil tu deductible ke non
You understand
deductible?
tak?
Zero kan ya? Betul ya?
So kalau deductible ke non deductible yang nil?
No, if it's deductible, you put nil.
Nil.
You don't need to put anything, just put a hyphen also enough. Just put nil. You need to put nil. If it's like already deductible, nothing to do, you must put nil. You get mark for that.
Okay, mak.
Same like Matno told you, right?
Yes.
Same. Doesn't run. That adjustment is still valid. Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay. So let me show you how to set this up. You would set it up as okay. So the first one you start is always
Print profit before tax.
you are using the indirect method. So the answer here is 629.
8.
6298.
Okay, 6298. Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay. Then you already had so the first one you had is, look at this part. You can go note by note. Foreign exchange gain. Done. Make sure you get that correct. Now I want you to put bracket for your answers. I repeat again, please put bracket. Negative, put bracket. Because sometimes your negative you put dot lah, which means I cannot see. Zero lah.
No.
Who asked you to put like that? That's why I asked you to put bracket. Are you okay now?
Yes.
Follow protocol. Okay, so that's one. Okay, the foreign exchange gain of 50,000, which arose from trade receivable in the previous year, was realized during the current year. The gain has not been included in statement of profit and loss. So what must you do?
Plus
Add back. Realize. So now this one is add back. You can make a short note because of this. A short note. What's a note? The note is going to be how to deal with foreign exchange gain or loss. Are you clear now? Can you understand this part now? So realize also got two parts. Okay, are you clear on the difference? Are you clear on the difference? This is realized this year, but unrealized last year. That means last year was unrealized, this year only realized. So last year P&L got. P&L got already, you minus out. So this year P&L don't have. So you have to, this one is realized gain means you add back. If realized loss means deduct. Okay? Unrealized this year, gain you realized this year, no adjustment. No adjustment. That means there is no unrealized. This year, so you realize everything already. Are you clear now? So you can see the number of scenario that can come up. But this is not the only scenario. There's another one. Also got impact one.
Minus out kan sir?
Loss means you must minus out from the no, loss you add into the QCE. Loss you add back to the QCE and therefore adds your capital allowance. Gain means you must minus from the QCE. Okay? Now, this is the note you have to make and keep one side. You practice question, don't just practice question. Make a note about this thing and play all the possibility that can come out. Play possibility. Okay, are you clear with this part? So I think you're roughly clear about exchange differences, how to deal with it in income tax, correct? Are you okay? Can? Okay, let's move back out. So now you're okay with this two already, done, 1, 2 done already, right?
Yes.
Okay, done. Okay, now have a look at this one. You tell me what to do. Cost of sales include the following in respect of warranty claims for faulty tire. Provision in respect of claims not yet settled. Payment to settle claim made during the year.
iPad for the 27.
27 you add back. What about the 8?
8, nil.
So here you must write down like this, one by one. No need to explain. No need to explain. Are you clear now? Okay, are you okay with that?
So kalau warranty payment ni tak buat, ni tak jadi.
Kena buat, tak ada makan lah. Betul.
Walaupun dia ni kena letak kat.
Kena letak juga.
So kalau tak buat nil, kita letak kosong boleh?
Kosong pun boleh.
Dash.
Nil or kosong. Don't put dash, because sometimes your dash don't come out properly. Some more you're rushing. Then you forgot to dash. So practice, just put nil lah, easier. Make it very clear lah. Got it? Okay, right. Are we okay this part? Can legal expense, what do you think?
Add back kan? Dua-dua add back je.
Dua-dua add back ah?
Dua-dua nil sah.
Dua-dua nil ke? Okay, ni susah sangat.
Legal cost on trading.
So,
Yang legal cost on trading.
okay, legal cost of trading goods loss. Trading goods loss in. That's it. Okay, the other one is legal cost of obtaining. Okay. Now you do need to know the difference between these two. So legal cost of trading goods lost in transit is going to be nil. Why? Because this is related to your business of selling the goods. So it is kind of okay. But when you want to get a trading license is an intangible asset. Are you clear now? So it is a cost incurred for capital expenditure. This one you must add back. Are you clear?
Sir, kenapa tadi goods tadi? Yang trading goods tadi?
Trading is trading lah, you buat business kan? Kalau businessnya expense boleh tidak kan?
Kalau tak ada kena dengan bisnes tak boleh.
Bukan, the trading license also kena mengena dengan business, but it's capital in nature. It's not revenue in nature.
Oh, yang
Like loss in transit, you hantar barang hilang, then you get legal claim.
sebab dia RE kan, revenue expenditure.
Yeah, revenue expenditure. What? Sending the money you're earning is for sale of goods. What? Okay, understand this logic? Now I repeat again. This question is like you see, plus just making a decision call. You make a miss lah. That's the hard part lah. I repeat again, because I'm not telling you what's coming out. I'm just training you ni. Okay, I'm not telling you what's coming out. You just have to get training for it. Okay. Now, repair and maintenance consists of extension to the company existing factory amounting to 32,000. How?
Add back.
Why?
Sebab dia capital expenditure.
Correct. Can?
Kan?
Okay. Next, AGM expenses in respect of postage for notice of GM, remitting and cost of printing to director report. Mana ni nak 5? How the 19? Tolak, nil, tambah.
Kalau AGM ni add back.
Why?
Sebab dia printing cost. Printing cost annual
No.
AGM untuk AGM.
Yes, thank you. I know it's for AGM. What's the reason?
Director ke? Untuk director report.
Ni lah kan cik.
No,
Kena tahu, kena add back.
because it relate to finance provider, not related to business.
Oh.
This is the capital providers. You are dealing with the owners. It is not about dealing with the business. Owner dealing. Owner dealing is usually non-deductible because it doesn't generate income. Are you okay this part? Clear? Okay, next one. Practical training.
Double deduction ke? Double deduction.
Ada ke double deduction?
Dia cakap approve.
Dia tak cakap approve? Dia tak cakap approve?
Dia tak cakap approve dekat siapa.
Maksudnya dia add back lah sini.
Why like that?
Was given to non-employees.
Sebab untuk non-employee. Kalau untuk
Non-employees who
employee,
are resident in Malaysia.
Yeah.
baru dia
Practical training in relation to ASA Plus is given to non-employees who are resident in Malaysia.
non-employee kan. Saya rasa ni
To the business of Asia Plus Lebaran.
Related to business.
Isn't it part of your business?
Yes.
Nil.
So notice how the wording can be a bit confusing to track you. Are you clear?
Yes.
Okay, next one. Insurance proceeds were paid to Asia Plus under whole life policy of accidental death of Chief Executive Officer. Premiums of the policy were disallowed for all previous year. This is under chapter 1, right? Compensation receipt, yes or not?
Yes.
kena add back tu.
At back ke how?
Minus. Allowance.
There is this insurance 625. They go and put here as what?
Minus.
They go and minus here, right now.
Yes, minus.
Need to add back.
How now? Actually, it's insurance proceeds supposed to be positive, kan?
Patutnya
Negative lah, income.
yalah.
They put as income.
Okay.
They put it as income. So a bit tricky here. It's a negative in the minus side, you know. So negative jadi positive lah. Are you okay now? So it's an income. So is this income taxable or not taxable?
Accessible.
Why?
The accidental death.
No, that's not the reason.
Because she give,
To CEO.
give to the
No.
CEO.
That's not the reason.
Not
Because
related to
it is
business.
allowed this year.
Huh?
Because this is the policy.
So
Huh?
can be charged. Because the premium policy will disallow
Yes.
this year.
That's
So
the
they cannot
reason.
be charged for this year.
No, the point is, if income tax disallow the expense for it, the revenue for it also will be disallowed.
Oh, so non-normal expenses are kena add back.
No, it's not that. The original, they already disallow the insurance policy. They never allow the policy to be deducted, but they pay the premium. So when you get the fruit from that also, you won't get tax.
Cannot be charged as a-
Cannot be charged to tax because
of the policy.
policy dia tak dibenarkan, tolak. Does that make sense?
So basically, if it is allowed, then
It does allow means then you have to. It is an income. It is an income that's taxable. So you have to put nil.
So it's something like it is allowed is mean like equal to cancellation.
If it's allowed means nil. It is correct lah. It's an income in the accounts.
So it is,
But in this case-
they use
But in
it-
this case, because it is disallowed, you have to
Need to add back.
Add back.
add that. This one's going to be This is the tricky part, remember?
Because it's like
Are you clear or not clear?
What?
Better make a note for this. Make sure you understand this one. It was an income that is reported in the profit and loss, which is not taxable. So you must minus it out.
Oh, kalau disallow kena
The income is not taxable, not disallowed. It's not disallowed, it's not taxable because the expense was disallowed. Okay, are you clear the sentence?
Disallowance,
They disallow the premium. Because they disallow the premium, the income from that one is also non-taxable. Therefore, the income is not taxable. Therefore, you have to minus it out. Are you clear? Clear? Okay. Make sure you're clear about this.
so kalau non-taxable ni sama dengan non-deductible lah.
No, non-deductible is not the same as
They're different.
non-taxable. Non-taxable is income. Non-deductible is expense.
Okay.
You cannot use the two words interchangeably.
sudah kering.
Deductibility is about expenses. Taxability is about income.
So, if kalau dia cakap allow
Allowed means 10 mil lah.
ni lah.
You better make a note on that. Which is back to this part. I think I put in chapter 1. Where is it? We talk about it. I got talk about it. I said there is a rule. Mana rule dia? Bukan sini. That insurance receipt where premium was deducted. This is the one lah.
Mana sih?
Indemnity tu maksudnya
Indemnity is the this one professional indemnity insurance is special insurance for business. Doktor semua.
Oh, so kalau doktor pun
Dah lah, dah tulis sini dah. Tapi dah lupa dah. That's why I tell you make your note properly. Then here also say compensation. See what happened. When is it revenue or when is it capital?
baik sangat akan copyright.
Understand or don't understand? All this there, God.
Semua dah terlalu.
Betul lah, I haven't seen that.
Okay, are you clear now? Can I move on?
Yes.
Okay, next one. Export credit insurance.
Ni double deduction. Sebab dia approved by minister.
Yes. Okay, because they wrote down here, export credit was approved by Ministry of Finance. You know lah. Signal. Ada approval itu ada chance got double lah. Atau special.
Special deduction.
Unapproved no lah, but so export credit insurance is going to be again deduct 17, double deduct. Are you okay in this part? Can Now I repeat that. Know the reasons Know the reasons Okay, next one. Sum of 10,000 was incurred for providing library facilities which are accessible to the public.
double deduction.
Berapa?
Dia maximum 100k. 100k. So 10k lah tak masuk.
Tak boleh dimasukkan. 10k is, so this is the limit.
Yang allowable expenses lah. Kiranya.
10k kita add back. Library. Sir, macam mana nak tahu dia punya back? How to know the limit, sir?
Limit is 100k.
Banyak sebab
100k.
That's why make a note and keep. make a note and keep.
Limit 100K, data, and data get
So they can only limit is 100K. Then anything above 100K is non-deductible. Okay, are you clear on this part?
Is there any other facilities with limit?
Yes, there is, and you're going to go through it by finding through question and answers.
Okay. Betul.
Are you okay in this part?
So kalau question macam ni berapa markah senyum guys?
Yes.
25 pun just
Oh yeah, I forgot one thing. I think I forgot one thing. Where is one more thing I forgot?
capital allowance.
Capital allowance.
Capital allowance is
After that kan,
895.
sir?
Ada mana depreciation dia ada tu?
Ni depreciation saya lupa nak masuk.
I dah lupa dah. Oh, see, this is the one depreciation.
At back.
Abet. Depreciation. This is abet depreciation. That one is normally no note. It's just depreciation. At back how much? 988. Okay, are you guys okay with this? Yes, no? Any questions there?
So kenapa 988?
Huh?
Depreciation.
Depreciation, eh?
Depreciation.
Oh, bukan.
Tapi dekat so
1003.
Huh?
Dalam soalan
1 year.
Oh.
Okay,
Depreciation pun juga
depreciation is 1003.
1003, then how did you get 988?
Hold on, Hold on, Give me a second. It's 1003. It's 1003. 1003. Okay, correct. Add this.
Jangan kena marah.
And you got capital.
Minus out.
Minus how much you get? So is 895. And then you got
5870. Statutory.
statutory income. Okay, so this will get you 15 marks.
50.
Yes, this will get you 15 marks.
Ni soalan dia ni sir.
Like this, This is, alamak, sorry, wrong place.
Kalau saya tunjuk je masa takkan bagilah.
Okay, this is 15 marks.
For another 10 mark for
Discussion points. Are you clear now?
100%.
Follow. Can So there is another 10 mark is written. I have to make the return because why? This one you buat silap besar, you get 0.
Sir, yang itu tu yang saya suruh baca chapter 1. Buat short note untuk chapter 1.
Yes, the return comes from chapter 1. Very explanation question. Explain something from chapter 1. The knowledge is from chapter 1. Are you okay? Can So I'm not telling you what knowledge lah. You buat lah, nak lah.
Sir, bagilah kunci-kunci sikit.
Tak boleh, I dah cakap chapter 1. I tak cakap all the notes.
banyak saya.
Mana ada dokumen?
Nak letak dekat dalam paper pun tak cukup saya.
Pasal company. Pasal company.
Memang semua.
Pasal company.
Pasal company. Okay.
Okay, do I need to give you a break?
Yes, break sir. Oh. I love break.
Okay, take 10 minutes. Yeah, guys, okay?